The locals on the island of Isla de Sombras never speak of the mansion after sunset. They call it La Casa del Faro Falso, the house of the false beacon. It sits on the northern cliff where the palm trees are nothing more than bleached, skeletal fingers clawing at the stars. For decades, the mansion has been a dead shell. No electricity, no caretakers, no life. Yet every night, the attic window glows with an unwavering golden light. It is the only room in the house that holds power. And in that room, it is said, lies a treasure, not of gold or jewels, but of something far more volatile. People have come from across the world to claim it. Greedy captains, desperate scholars, and thrill-seekers. They would park their boats, walk the fog-choked beach, and step through the groaning front doors. They never came out, not once. Then came Julian. Julian wasn't a treasure hunter. He was a clockmaker with a missing daughter and a heart full of grief. He had heard the whispers that the attic room didn't just contain treasure, it contained time, stolen and stored. He believed if he could reach that light, he could wind back the hands of the universe to the day his daughter disappeared. He entered the mansion on a night identical to this one. The silence inside was thick, smelling of salt and ancient dust. As he climbed the rotting grand staircase, the mansion seemed to breathe with him. Every floorboard creaked in rhythm with his pulse. When he reached the top floor, the door to the glowing room was already cracked open. He didn't find gold. He found a single antique brass lamp sitting on a desk, humming with a low electrical buzz. Beside it, his daughter's favorite locket rested on a dusty velvet cushion. Julian stepped inside, his hands trembling. The moment his foot crossed the threshold, the house fell into a terrifying, unnatural stillness. The wind outside stopped. The waves ceased their roar. The room felt suspended in a heartbeat between past and future. He reached for the locket, his fingers brushing the cool metal. Suddenly, the golden light in the room surged, blinding and absolute. The walls of the mansion seemed to dissolve into starlight. The next morning, the islanders looked up at the cliff. For the first time in a century, the attic window was dark. The house sat cold and empty. But down on the beach, where the fog meets the tide, they found Julian's boots perfectly placed on the sand, facing the sea. And inside the locket, resting on the shore, was a fresh, handwritten note in his daughter's handwriting. "I'm coming home. The house remains, but the power is gone. And though the treasure is missing, the legend of the room with the light has only just begun to change." The lesson, the true measure of a treasure, is not what we gain by clutching the past, but what we are willing to release to embrace the future.